Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought they could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180!
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
12. Protein spill.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this is caught. It's Parker. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. And here we go. Watch the pass.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line.
Rip left, rip left.
Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th rounder from Stanford. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
Second and 8 at the 12-yard line.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
12.
Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey.
Go.
3 down.
Go ahead.
Garoppolo. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Balaj. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounce it out to the outside and make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
2nd and 2 at the Redskins' 49-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Here we go.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I got you.
They run it with Balaj. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On the toss, here's Balaj. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 17.
Here we go.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
Let's get off the field, D. 35's the mic.
Hey, gun.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
Let's get it. Alpha.
35's the mic. I'm coming.
12, fellas. Here we go.
I'm coming.
Man.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on that.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And out across midfield down to the 45. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On 1st down, here's Love. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I can't believe they even let you play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets it down to the 32. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike, check, 59.
Here's Love. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. Haskins now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
11.
Mike 56. Mike's 56. Let's go, Heavy.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's got the connection to Cooper. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Exit.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Open man is Quinn. He completes it. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
First down, Redskins.
Let's go now. Put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
On first down, it's Haskins. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
26 Mike. Heavy. Focus, defense, focus. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the ball.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. That's going to be caught by Richardson. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Switch.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
We all now. Check, 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 check. Check. Crouch, crouch, crouch. Shift, shift. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll run for it with Love. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Here we go.
Watch the slip, watch the slip.
Hey, gun. 65, 65.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56. All day, dog.
Garoppolo now. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
I got you.
Roll.
6.
56. Mike's 56. It's our time, guys.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 56.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. It's complete to Grant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
The Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Garoppolo, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Cooper was the target there, and it's second down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
I hope you brought your rest because I'm about to take you to school.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. Got a man, that's Quinn. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Haskins on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. 55. So don't say nothing. Check. Check hot route.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. That'll bring up 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. Runs over him. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Third down. Here's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time, who was able to break up the play. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Second and 10 now, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Rush coming, and he's taken down. John Jenkins in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run here with Blanche. And an alley to run. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180!
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Man!
Now Balaj. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Here we go. 120!
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And this is Parker, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, alert!
On play action, now Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games for the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the number, and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Montez Sweat with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, gun.
He's mine.
11. Hey, seam 6. Stay hot.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. This time, Haskins will look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 27 yards there, a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Back to throw. Incomplete. Coverage that time by Aaron Colvin. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
35's the mic. Not here. Mike 35, Mike 35.
He's back to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Let's go.
They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. They'll get 34 yards there. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
13.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ryan Anderson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
White.
They'll look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Hey, high 7.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. Parker, the intended target.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On the carry, it's Love. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check.
Here's Love again. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off,